This is technically our very first episode. And today, our first discussion is going to be on low self-esteem. But before we get into it, I want to remind us of something. And that is that this is not a show to be a shrink or to be a therapist. No, that's not what I am. And so I'm issuing a disclaimer right now. This is not to be anybody's shrink. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychiatrist. I am just someone who is passionate about advocating for people with issues that other people tend to take for granted or not even know about. So I guess my assignment here is both to give you a voice and to encourage you through whatever it is that you're going through, and ultimately to help you get into the positive and the healthy side of life. All right, so we'll get straight to it. Again, the topic for today is low self-esteem. And if you watch the introductory episode of this talk show, I listed some things that we will try to achieve with every show that we do. And that is that to establish, first of all, that the issue exists, that this is whatever we're dealing with, it's a real thing. And I want you young people out there to recognize that some of us know, we recognize it. And the other thing that I want you to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. I want also to help the world see from your perspective. Ultimately, to see if we can close the chasm between you, the teens, and the young adults, and other people out there that you might see as not even understanding what you're going through. Also, we're going to try to set some things straight, even in your own minds too. And of course, I'll be giving my thoughts. So let's get straight to it. Now, again, the topic is low self-esteem. So what is self-esteem? Let's start with that. Now, self-esteem, according to the Webster's dictionary, is a feeling of having respect for yourself and your abilities. Having respect for yourself and your abilities. It's also being confident and satisfied in oneself. If you ask me, I would say the operative word there is being satisfied with oneself. All right. So as far as self-esteem goes, that's the dictionary meaning. Now, what is normal, healthy self-esteem, and what is low self-esteem? How do they compare? First of all, let me say this. We all go through life and there are ups and downs. Now, here's a way to look at it. With people with low self-esteem, going through ups and downs of life is technically not the same as every other person because they live in the now. You have a bad day with your friends, you had a bad grade at school, you had a falling out with your parents, you had a fight with your friend. It's supposed to be a temporary thing. Should you feel bad about some of those things? Absolutely. We're all normal. But it's not supposed to define who you are. You're not supposed to see yourself in that light. Oh, I had an argument with my best friend. I must be the bad person. I had a bad grade on my math test. They've always told me I'm dumb. I must be dumb. No, it's not supposed to be that way. But unfortunately, these are some of the feelings people with low self-esteem have. Now, just so that we keep it in perspective, and I just want you to follow this systematically. So we're going to share some differences between healthy and low self-esteem. Now, people with poor self-esteem, with low self-esteem, these are some of the things that happen in them. So it's all about the now for them. Everything is in the now. I feel happy now. It doesn't last. Usually it's the bad feeling, is the low place in their emotions that tend to linger on, that tend to last long. So they react to how they're doing in the present. If they're doing good, they react to it, but that is transient, that is short lived. If they're doing bad, that tends to linger because they already want to believe bad about everything. It's almost as if they see the glass half empty, not half full. Now, we're just trying to describe what goes on in them. It's an issue, and it's not necessarily that they can help themselves and they're not helping themselves. I just wanted to make you keep that in mind as we go on with this discussion. So people with low self-esteem, it's also something that they've always heard. It's the reason they're where they're at is usually because of what they've lived through over the years, what they've heard over the years. From people that they're supposed to trust, people that are supposed to be in support of them, people that are supposed to cheer them on, people that are supposed to have helped them to build their sense of self. Who are these people? Parents, teachers, close friends, family members. They've been hearing the negatives. Unfortunately, they've internalized what they've heard, and they've kind of been living with it. And so it has almost become their yardstick of how they look at life. Now, like I said, it's what they've always known. And because of that, they tend to rely on constant validation for them to even think that they're any good. So they bake cookies. They need to hear, oh, your cookies are quite nice. They did a presentation in school, in class. They need to hear, good job, that was great. Now I'm going to tell you something that is going to shock you. It does not necessarily mean when you hear good job or when you hear great work that they take it, but we'll get to that later on. I just wanted to let you know. But the thing is, constant validation is what they need. Did you hear me? I said hello. You did not answer. It must be that I am not good enough for you. These are the ways they process. Another thing is their good feelings, I've said that repeatedly, don't last long. The good feelings just don't last long. And they don't accept praises well. You say good things about them. They might smile, but the truth is they go, oh, she probably just said that just to make me feel good. I know I'm not that good. They don't even accept the praises you're giving them. And they also don't accept criticisms well. Matter of fact, they don't want to hear that. It just makes them sink lower in their hearts. Now, people with good self-esteem, on the other hand, evidently is all the opposites of what I've gone through. They accept who they are. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. They know they have these strengths. Oh, I am so good in math. I am a science student, and I know that I'm good. Not so good in English. I know that. But it doesn't make me any less who I am. They accept that. People with healthy self-esteem. They also, challenges and temporary failures, they take it in their stride. Do they feel bad? Yeah, we all do. But does it get them down to the point of thinking this is who I am? No. It's just something that happened in life and they move on. They're able to do that. Now, when you sing their praises, thank you. When you criticize them, they're different personalities. Even the ones that want to say, no, I don't think so. They might want to argue with you, or just take it. They already know that they can't be perfect all around, but it does not mess their minds up. And that's the difference. Now, having given the differences between people with